So this is my CNC machine. It cuts 48 by 48. It's called the Long Mill, and it's made by a company called CNC Labs. Okay, let's strap this thing down to the table. I have to make my reference point for my CNC machine. That is home base.
And now we physically move the machine to that point.
And now we can zero the X and Y positions. And here's me throwing a bit into the router, because that's exciting.
And then I mark the height of the machine. I use a piece of paper for this. Okay, it's time to begin the cut. Flip on the router. Now, I've sped this up for entertainment purposes. It doesn't actually move this fast. Ooh, how about a little slow motion? Love it. Coming around the corner. Cool action shots. Man, I love my long mill. And there you go. A nice, clean truss rod slot. Time for another bit change up. Let's put this ball end mill on. Zero it out. This is my favorite cut. It's really fun to watch. Look at that. Whew. Is that ever clean? Okay, time for the cutout. And we're gonna go to hyperspeed in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Now you notice it does an outside pass and then an inside pass. And the reason for this is you need a place for those chips to go. If you do it in one shot, it's gonna get all bunched up. And that's just no good. Switching now to an aerial view, and it's still cutting, because this procedure actually takes 24 minutes. You'll also notice that it lifts up at certain points, and that's for the tabs. See there? It's making a little tab. Here we go, right there. And that is so it doesn't come loose in the frame while we're doing the cutout. We're gonna cut those tabs off in a minute, but first, it's time to do a little cleanup. I removed my dust collector for the video so you could see all the cuts, and it made a little mess. It's time to cut these tabs off. And I'm doing this with one of my favorite tools that I own. It's my Japanese flush cut saw. Okay, the next step is to make a hole so that you can get the Allen key into the truss rod adjustment. You know, some things you just don't plan, and they turn out pretty cool. Look at that neat stripe. We got this nice little knot here. Oh, look at that two-tone. Man, this is gonna be a really nice neck. Do 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 do. 13. So what I'm doing here is marking the holes for the tuning pegs. And now off to the drill press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So because the neck was on an angle compared to everything else that I cut on the CNC machine, this part is not square. So I'm using my orbital sander to square it off. And now we can bring the headstock to its final grade. I typically use around 16 millimeters. And lastly, I blend the headstock into the back of the volute. And what's a volute, you ask? I don't know. So this is right about where we want to be before we start installing the truss rod and gluing the fretboard on. I guess the fretboard's coming next, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.